You hit a big win, not life-changing, but big enough to make your chest feel different. For a few seconds, you are not just up on the day, you are right. You are dangerous. You are finally becoming the version of yourself you kept imagining in silence. And that is where the trap begins. You think millionaire traders feel different when they win? The millionaire trader does not become rich because winning feels amazing. They become rich because winning does not take over their body. That is the question most traders never ask. Not how to find better entries, not how to predict the next move, but how do they touch large amounts of money without letting that money touch the deepest part of you? Because for you, money is not just money. It is escape. It is revenge. It is proof. It is the version of your life where the pressure finally stops. So when a trade starts working, you do not just see profit, you see rescue. And that is where your mind begins to bend. One green candle becomes a future becomes a fantasy. And the fantasy gives you permission. Permission to hold longer, to size larger, to enter again, to ignore the quiet signal that the clean part of the trade is already over. You are no longer trading the chart. You are trading the life you hope the chart can unlock.
Millionaire traders are not free from desire. They may want money more than you do, but desire does not write their next decision. Their edge is not excitement, it is emotional distance. Psychologists call part of this delayed gratification, the ability to refuse the smaller emotional reward now so a larger reward can survive later. In ordinary life, it means waiting. In trading, it is more brutal. It means watching money appear on the screen and not immediately becoming someone else. It means seeing your account grow without increasing size to match the fantasy in your head, taking profit without worshiping it, taking loss without becoming it, and sitting in a clean setup without demanding that it change your life. The losing trader is often not destroyed by bad analysis. He is destroyed by emotional inflation. The moment you feel close to becoming rich, you start acting like the future has already paid you. Risk starts looking smaller. Your dream feels bigger than the danger. You stop seeing one trade. You see rent paid, debt gone, your family impressed, old humiliation finally buried. The market gives you a number. Your mind turns it into salvation. And once profit becomes salvation, discipline starts to feel like betrayal. Reducing risk feels like fear. Closing early feels like a weakness. Walking away feels like leaving money on the table. So you stay, not because the trade is still clean, because the fantasy is still alive.
The millionaire trader has made a colder agreement with the market. A green day is not a new identity. A red day is not a personal attack. A winning streak is not permission to become reckless. A drawdown is not evidence that everything is over. They understand something your nervous system keeps resisting. The market does not reward emotional intensity. It rewards emotional containment. And containment feels boring. It feels slow, almost disappointing. Because the part of you that wants to get rich quickly does not only want money, it wants drama. It wants the one trade that finally explains why all the pain was worth it. But real wealth rarely arrives like thunder. It enters quietly, through repeated decisions that do not feel important, through exits that feel too ordinary, through losses that are allowed to stay small, through days where nothing about you is proven. That is why success can feel invisible while it is happening. You expect transformation to feel powerful, but in trading, transformation often feels like not reacting, not chasing, not needing the next candle to complete you, not turning every movement into a verdict on your worth. The millionaire trader is not secretly stronger because they feel nothing. They are stronger because their feelings no longer control their account. They can want the money and still refuse the impulse. They can see the fantasy without entering it. They can be close to a payout and still treat the next trade like just another trade.
That is the hidden psychology. Not hunger, not confidence, not some supernatural belief. It is to keep your identity smaller than your account, because the market has a strange way of testing wealth before it gives it. It does not only ask whether you can make money, it lets you taste the number first, just enough to see who you become, a future that suddenly feels close enough to touch, and then the real trade begins, not on the chart, but inside you. That is where most traders lose control, when they can almost see the exit, when the payout is almost there, just one trade away. You think success will calm you down, but first it makes you louder. It expands the hunger. It gives your ego better reasons. It turns patience into hesitation, risk into courage, greed becomes vision. And by the time the damage is done, it does not feel like recklessness. It feels like destiny interrupted. The millionaire traders can see the fantasy arrive and not let it sit in the driver's seat. And maybe that is the part that separates them. The millionaire traders do not need money to complete them, so money loses the power to control them. And the real fortune begins at the exact moment profit appears, and you do not become someone else. If you want to be a tilt-free trader, subscribe to the channel.